contrary, I think it's ambitious to want to be remembered.
I like that answer. I
Ambitious
like that
to want
answer.
to be remembered is what she said.
Thank you, Maximus.
Uh,
I
Ooh.
had some mouth surgery, so pardon me.
that's okay. That's okay. So upon arriving in Mist Hollows, Diocrest did not seek authority or admiration. They took their place at the margins, watchtowers, borders, forests, and frozen roads where danger first manifested. Their oath was simple and absolute. We stand where others hesitate. This oath shaped their reputation. Dire Crest Wolves became known as the house that arrives before catastrophe, not after it. They didn't boast their victories, and they prevented them from being tragedy from being necessary, if that makes sense. Um, do we perceive their desire to be there before catastrophe as caution or paranoia? What do you think?
I would say
Caution.
caution.
Yes.
You
Yep,
got to know your
caution.
surroundings before you make the game plan.
And they seem to be the type to think a lot.
Hmm. They
Good.
also seem like the type that like to know a lot of information because you said the how brings them to back, not forward, correct?
Hmm.
So they like to, remember the past and their heritage and everything else. So I feel like them being cautious just gives them more information.
Perfect. Thyrocrest blood is both a blessing and a burden. Moonlight enhances their strength, their reflexes, and perception, but it also amplifies their instinct, rage, and fear. The wolf within every Diocrest is not an enemy, but it's neither a friend. The loss of control is considered their greatest failure within the house, not because it endangers others, but because it dishonors themselves. Those who succumb fully to the beast are not executed or exiled. Instead, they're remembered as moonfallen, um, names etched into ice stone monuments as warnings and prayers alike. Why do we think Diacrest fears loss of control more than death?
They can do things that they can't prevent themselves from doing once they lose control.
I like that, yes. What about you, Aurelia?
Um, the fear of maybe losing yourself.
I love that. House Diacrest operates as a military order bound by blood, but rank is earned, it's not inherited. Cubs are taught silence, observation, and patience before combat. Scouts serve as hunters and pathfinders, and they're trained to read terrain as scripture. Knights of the house are not chosen by strength alone, but by emotional mastery and sacrifice. And the head of the house, the alpha in their pack, house and colors, they they exhibit all of those traits. Leadership is temporary and conditional. An alpha who loses control steps down willingly for to keep things balanced. It's considered a greater threat to the group as whole than to any enemy. Do we think that leadership should be permanent or earned again every single day?
Earned.
I agree, earned. Especially they say
Earned,
if they lose control,
Earned.
you have to always watch your
Just
earned.
back.
Yeah.
because you, yeah, just because you become a leader doesn't mean that you've earned the right to be that leader every day. You can be a good leader one day and then the next day fall short on being a good leader.
Especially if they lose control sometimes.
Yeah, the lose
Mhm.
control part. Like you got to be, and if they're gonna step down willingly, knowing that they're gonna jeopardize the unit if they don't, knowing that
Mhm.
they've lost control.
I agree. Next, we're going to learn about the Trial of the Moon. The Trial of the Moon is not survival, it's sort of relevation. Initiates are sent alone into the Frostfell Woods during a full moon with no weapons, no magic, and no guidance.
Ooh.
The forest is alive with illusions, ancestral whispers, and manifestations of the initiate's deepest fears. The true trial is not resisting the beast within, it's acknowledging it without surrendering to it. Those who emerge bear the moon mark, a subtle sigil that appears only in the moonlight, unique to each Direcrest. No two sigils are the same, and no two wolves fight the same inner war. What do we think would be harder to face? An enemy or yourself?
Yourself.
Yes, yourself.
So,
Why?
Pride gets in the way.
You know
You
everything
are your own
about your
worst
enemy,
enemy.
Definitely.
in fear of
Definitely.
losing control. Yeah.
but you know everything about your enemy.
It's
What do
easier
we
to say that your enemy has failed or done something bad against you rather than you've done something bad against yourself.
correct?
You know your weaknesses and your strengths.
So, in modern Mist Hollows, Diacrest stands as a reminder that power without restraint means ruin. They often clash ideologically with other houses that glorify excess, ambition, or unchecked sorcery. Yet, when darkness rises, when the borders fracture, or the ancient things begin to stir, often the howl of Diacrest that echoes first throughout the realm, not as a threat, but as a warning. Would you heed the warning or would you challenge it?
Heed the
Ooh,
warning.
that's a tough one. Cause me being me, I'm all for the challenge, but knowing what the challenge is, I'm really hesitant on, wanting to accept that challenge.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're thinking about dire crests and stuff right now, so I think that they would heed it.
You could answer it as yourself, as a Brimblebloom, or you could answer it as if you were a Diacrest yourself. If you were a Brimblebloom and you heard the um the the howl, would you heed the warning or would you challenge it?
Well, I would heed the warning as Grimmerbloom, as we don't seek conflict.
Yeah.
And if you were Diacrest?
I guess I would take the other choice.
I don't know. As somebody who's really loyal, I'd probably challenge it. That's tough.
But if you
Do
challenge
you,
it, what if you lose control though?
I mean, I didn't think of that, but like, would you rather let them face it all by themselves or would you stand with them?
Oh, that's what the howl is
I'd
bringing us
probably
into.
stand with
Oh,
them.
okay.
It brings us
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
back
would
as
into
a
definitely
the
stand
pack,
with
stand
them.
together. Yeah.
One for all and all for one.
Great job, everybody. Do we think restraint is harder than action?
Yes,
yes,
Restraint
yes.
can be,
Restraint is
I
yes, for
agree.
super
sure.
hard.
it is very hard.
You have to use energy to
Perfect.
restrain yourself.
So, House Diocrest teaches us that power without restraint is ruin, and that the fiercest battle a wolf will ever fight is the one within. So, I'm going to go ahead and put my box out for anyone who wants to turn in their homework for last week. If you weren't here last week for last week's lecture, stay behind. We'll go through that one, and then we can get your homework done. Your homework for this week to be turned into next class period is going to be I want you to write a private reflection as if you were preparing to attend your own trial of the moon. Now, if you remember, the trial of the moon is the rite of passage that every diacrest goes on where they get their sigil. They have to embrace the wolf within them without succumbing to it.
Do you want us to also describe the sigil?
I will give you bonus points or extra credit if you describe what your sigil is and looks like.
Sorry, could you repeat what we're supposed to write about?
Yes. So, your homework for this week is to write a private reflection as if you were preparing for the trial of the moon. The Darkest Trial of the Moon is when they go into the forest for the night. They don't have any magic, they don't have any guide, and they don't have any weapons. And they have to um, acknowledge the wolf within without succumbing to it. And then you'll get bonus points if you describe your sigil. And what it looks like.
How long would you like it?
Self-reflection, I would say probably about 3 sentences or more. I'm gonna put my thing down. All right, homework box is there.
Are we going to be learning anything else besides the history of the houses?
That part I can't tell you. I get the lecture like
I gotta rename this.
2 days before I'm supposed to teach it.
Oh, okay.
So I can't tell you exactly what else we're gonna be learning
Oh, I
other
thought.
than the 4 houses.
But it is 4 houses and 4 classes, so
Yes.
Is that going to be it? Like, is it not longer than that?
I'm not sure. I don't think so. I
Oh,
hope.
I was
Wait, let
wanting
me
to
double
learn
check to see if
more
this
about
works.
like other history, like the realm's history and stuff too.
Yeah. I would like to teach that too, but unfortunately, I don't get to choose my curriculum. I just get to choose how to teach it.
oh,
Could
All right.
maybe would it help if we put in a suggestion? Make a
That
little
would definitely help.
suggestion
Yeah.
box. Okay. I love that you're carrying me, Lisa.
Oh my god.
Can't remember how to do this.
Oh my god. I was sitting. Wait a minute. Okay. Oh, I did it again.
Oh,
Jesus Christ. All right. There you go.
How does that?
How does
How do
that?
I rip
I
the
was
paper out?
typing my name. My fault. Whoa. All right. I almost got it now.
Felix.
yes.
Miss Rivens, how do you
Oh,
also grade these papers? Like, how is our grading? How does our grade work?
So attendance, participation, homework, quizzes, all factor into
Quizzes?
your overall final grade. Yes.
What?
Attendance sucks because I have nightmares.
They didn't say nothing about quizzes.
Yes, I haven't done any yet.
Oh, shite. I'm bad at quizzes. I'm like one of those people that have to go in a separate room because the peer pressure and the judgmental looks gets to me.
That's okay. I think I'm gonna do my version of quizzes as a instead of doing like a final exam, I think I'm gonna do a final examination project where I group everybody up and then you guys present your project.
Oh, okay. I like that better. Yeah.
So my thought on the final exam was to have 4 in a group and each individual person plays a different house. So Diacrest,
Ooh, I like
um,
that.
and then you just kind of present the prompt, which I'm not going to give you because I'm not going to let you cheat.
Yeah, no,
Oh.
understand